Welcome to This Week at the Capitol. I'm Bonnie Stewart.
And I'm Kia Murrell.
And we're going to give you a quick update about what happened at the state legislature this past week and what's going to happen next week. Busy week up at the Capitol.
Oh, I'd say so. We had Business Day, which was a phenomenal success again.
Absolutely. I thought our members were very engaged and were interested in hearing what both the legislature and the administration had to say.
Absolutely. I think the administration in particular touched on a lot of subjects, like job growth and creation programs, education reform, things that our members are really invested in and want to know what the administration is doing.
I agree. I think that the three top focuses, as you pointed out, were jobs, education reform, and fiscal responsibility.
That's right.
And there was just a lot of discussion around that. And people were out looking for their legislators afterwards, and I think they left the Capitol feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I'd agree.
You had a busy day. Other than Business Day, you had labor hearing this week.
Yeah, the labor hearing was actually quite interesting. For those of you that may not know, the big issue this week was increasing the minimum wage. There's a proposal out that the Speaker of the House is really the staunch advocate behind to increase the state minimum wage from $8.25, which is what it is now, to $9.75 in 2 steps over the next year. Because so many of our businesses in the state are still really languishing under the effects of the recession, it's not welcome news for so many companies out there.
No, especially when you add on his component to that for indexing it.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's a bad measure, wrong time. We just passed the earned income tax credit, a number of things to help people. But this actually would probably reduce the number of jobs out there, especially where our younger adults are concerned.
Absolutely.
Teenagers.
Absolutely. The younger adults, the summer employment, their first jobs in college or high school, that's really where we expect to see business growth and job growth. And when you increase labor costs, unfortunately, those are the jobs that become the most vulnerable. Those are the easiest to cut when things are, too expensive.
Right. So you've got some stuff with labor next week as well, too. I saw that in the bulletin. You're going to have a hearing on Thursday.
Yeah, you're right. Next week is actually going to be the Department of Labor's various proposals. Each year they put in a variety of issues, everything from correcting typos in old laws and technical corrections in statutes to things that reflect complaints or trends in activity that they're experiencing by virtue of claims, submitted to the department. So it should be interesting. A lot of bills on the agenda, but from a quality standpoint, not that many that I think will have a significant impact on the way, we operate from a human resources or business perspective for our members.
Right. Next week we've got quite a bit going on at the Capitol as well. In addition to the labor hearing that Kia just mentioned, the Commerce Committee is going to be meeting and covering some issues that are really important to us on the environmental front, such as brownfields legislation and stream water permitting processing. That's always a big issue for our member, particularly our manufacturers. In addition to that, transportation's having a hearing. And education is back again with a slew of bills on Monday. So we have a lot more work to do before the legislative session ends. So tune in next week and we'll give you another update on what's happening at the Capitol.